All right, welcome back to Senate Avenue Brewing, 16,000 Dillard in Jersey Village. This is going to be your hot spot for watching the World Cup this summer. And each and every Tuesday, we're out here with Soccer Matters, ESPN 97.5, presented by the Daspit Law Firm. Big, big thank you to everybody that's made it out here live, everybody that's listening in tonight. You kind of juggle working the crowd at Senate Avenue, and then making sure we provide you good content on the radio as well. And we're going to finish in big, big style. Before we do, just want to remind you, lsse.net if you want to get these exceptional hospitality packages, great seats, elevated food and beverage. It's just an exceptional way to watch the World Cup, exceptional service. lsse.net to get the packages. They are limited, so if you're interested in having that ultimate experience at the World Cup, it's Lone Star Sports and Entertainment, lsse.net. And, of course, we've got 7 World Cup matches in Houston, 5 group stage games, and then 2 single elimination games. Start with Germany and Curacao. So you saw guys today scoring goals like Serge Gnabry and Jamal Musiala. They'll be here with the German national team that have won the World Cup 4 times. Okay, my next 2 guests. Bill Ebner, Grassroots Director at HTX, soccer club here in Houston. Phil and I just realized we remember each other from, he has worked in some of the Kick Cancer camps. 19 years this man has been working in our soccer community. So, again, I want to remind you, these are the people that are the pillars of the game here. These are the people who have the ownership of the sport that helped bring the World Cup here. So let's give a round of applause to Phil Ebner. And big thank you for coming out tonight, too. These guys are not easy to get out because they're usually out on fields, and you can tell he's all tanned and probably he's got a little bit of sunburn. This gentleman next to me is going to be a superstar if he isn't already. This is Matthew Barrette. Matthew is a part of the unified team that's going to represent Texas at the Special Olympics, and he's going to be in Minnesota this summer. Big round of applause for Matthew. And, Matthew, we're glad you're here as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking forward to talking to you. I'm going to start with you, Phil. Just take us into some of the grassroots stuff that you've been doing all these years, and why the grassroots level, because, as you and I know, not everybody's going to say this, it's the most important level.
Absolutely, it's most important, Glenn, and it's also the largest program that we have. It's the grassroots is a must to feed every level of soccer, and the biggest thing that I'm proud of the work that we've done at HTX, and a little shout out to David Hubbard and our very own veteran U.S. soccer Paralympic athlete Keith Johnson are working with our adaptive soccer program. It's one of the biggest ones in the state that I'm aware of, and we're looking forward to taking it to the next level here in April and teaming up with the Special Olympics of Texas and welcoming Matthew and all the other athletes to compete with and against them. So
phenomenal. Well, Matthew, tell me if you love soccer.
Oh, I love it. It's a very good sport, and overall it keeps you healthy, and it's just really fun to interact with other people and get to communicate, and get to socialize with other communities and, try to help the whole United States come together and just socialize,
So what's your favorite part of the game?
Getting to compete against hardcore, athletes that just love to compete and just have fun. And, they're real ballers out there, and you love to watch them play as they play, and and you love to watch the play, and you love playing with them, and you love the interaction you're getting, you love the competitiveness, and it's really about just spreading the message of inclusion and closure and showing the love to all other athletes.
Boy, I'll tell you what. That was the best description I've ever heard of soccer. That was great. That was a great description. Now, tell me about you as a player. What position? What's your, are you a dribbler? Are you a defender? What are you?
I am a defender.
Ah, beautiful. You're in my group. We're together on that one.
Yep. Where I clear the ball out, or I pass to my teammates, or I make sure to pressure up. That's where I'm more experienced at, is being the guy that stands between the goalie and the guy that's trying to concede a goal.
So you're going up against really, really good players, though, so you got a big responsibility.
Indeed. It's huge responsibility. Being a defender is one of, if not that, the most important positions on a team.
So what's better than taking the ball away from somebody else and then passing it to your midfield? Nothing's better than that.
No, absolutely it's not. You just got to play your role, and that's the most important part.
Phil, tell me a little bit about Matthew's game and what you like about Matthew as a player. He's obviously a really well-astute guy, and he loves the game. You can tell. Right?
Yeah, I can barely see Matthew for all of the medals he's got. He picked a few to bring tonight. I've not had the opportunity to watch Matthew play yet, and I was just talking to him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him and his teammates when they come up to the Woodlands on April the 11th and 12th, and I'll be there in person to spectate and cheer them on.
Excellent. So also, take us a little more into the overall big picture of grassroots soccer, because you're an expert at it.
What do you mean by big picture?
Well, big picture, what's the future of it? Where does it keep going? What are you building?
The sky's the limit on the future of grassroots soccer, and what I've noticed being, in America since 2006, I've seen several World Cups come and go, and every time there's a World Cup, men's or women's, we see a spike in grassroots enrollment. So this year, with it being hosted locally, can only imagine the spike in interest and in engagement and activity. So we're prepared, we're ready, and we want to welcome as many kids as possible into the game and hope that they love it as much as Matthew did or does and choose to stick it out.
Is there any information you'd like to give out so people can find out how to get and be a part of the program?
Well, part of our program, sure, HTXsoccer.com. We have recreational locations, 12 of them across Greater Houston, so serving the entire community, and there's lots of soccer programs out there, and we're one of them. So,
Matthew, what about the World Cup coming to Houston? Are you excited about that?
Yes, absolutely. It's really exciting to see that event happen. It's history being made, and it's stories being told. The stories of the game, the fun of the game, getting competitive and having fun, and just, being a good sport overall, and just showing everybody that, love is the most important part. You got to love the sport to play it and perform.
You got to love the sport, and you got to be a good sportsman, right? I really hear that message coming from you. You're sending a great message to everybody that's listening here tonight. You got a favorite player?
I have Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano?
He's really good at his shots. He's very good at passing. He doesn't hog the ball. He just keeps going, Yeah. And he doesn't stop. He keeps trying to persevere from that.
Could you shut him down, you think?
Not a chance.
You're honest, too. You're honest. I thought you were going to say Eddie Robinson's your favorite player.
Well, yes, in some cases. in some cases. Sorry, Eddie Robinson.
He's a great guy, isn't he?
He's a wonderful guy.
He's an amazing guy. It's great to be around people like Eddie and Phil and people that love the game, like in the room here. Do you watch a lot of soccer?
I love watching FIFA. I love watching MLS. I love watching other players. I love, watching high schoolers.
Oh, wow.
Because then I love watching also kindergarten, too.
You're watching every level.
Oh, yeah, and then it just gradually gets better and better and better, It's like that's how the story of a soccer player comes to life, is they start from young, they work their way up.
How many years have you been playing?
Me, I just started soccer, man, in 2024.
Wow.
And it was I really began to love the sport, man, and so it's about been 3 years that I've done soccer.
But wait, when were you playing FIFA?
I never played FIFA.
Oh, no. Well, you say you like watching FIFA, like as in FIFA World Cup.
Yo.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the gaming thing.
Me personally, I played in genuine World Cups, if you consider that.
That's more than most people can say. Yep. That's for sure. So after Cristiano Ronaldo, who's your favorite player?
I would have to go with Neymar.
Neymar? Man, he's picking. Not Eddie Robinson?
50-50.
Sometimes. Phil, how rewarding is the grassroots stuff? Because, you see these kids progress in the game and they go next level. Things happen to them. It's got to be very prideful, having been in the youth community myself as a coach. It's prideful to see them going forward and doing things in the game and having a lifetime of enjoyment.
And things outside the game, too. It's so nice when you bump into kids that you coached when they were younger and they see you as adults and just catching up with them and learning what they're doing with their lives and how soccer helped them. And the biggest thing for me as well, Glenn, is the interaction with the volunteer coaches. I do a lot of coach education with coaches that start off as just mum or dad, just looking to help out, and then they get involved and they grow a love of the game too. and they want to keep going with it, and that's a huge piece of it as well. So.
Where's the accent from?
So I'm from Scotland originally.
Okay, so you're excited about the World Cup in Scotland, right?
100%. So I actually just got my U.S. citizenship last year, but make no mistake about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Give them a round of applause.
But I will absolutely be supporting Scotland when they come to their first World Cup in 28 years. But even if the guy with England top gives me a hard time, I'm still going to do it.
So, do you remember David Neri?
No.
No? Scored a goal against Brazil in a World
Which
Cup.
World
way
Cup
back?
was that?
The last
82.
One? Yeah, was that the last one?
That was probably the last goal Scotland
in?
scored in a World Cup. No, it's not really. Yeah, France 98.
But Scotland are known for having the most fun fans. Tell us about the fan base and the Tartan Army.
You know, so we've got 2 games in Boston, 1 in Miami. Those cities have no idea what's coming.
Well, I don't think we do with the Dutch and Germans either.
Yeah. They'll be a close second to the Scots, I'm telling you. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great event.
Talk about the importance of football, of soccer in Scotland. Are you Glasgow area? Or?
I was born just outside of Glasgow in a place called Paisley. But Scotland is something that every child does, right? Every child starts off playing soccer. It's just culturally embedded in it. It's a little bit different to here. There's just not the options that you have here. So everyone... I mean, to put things in perspective, when Scotland play, the whole country will shut down to observe the game, all 3 of them, and hopefully more if we can qualify beyond that. So it's just a big deal to people and a big part of the culture.
Did you have a club in your town, or did you support Celtic or Rangers?
No, I'm not. Neither of those. My local club was Motherwell. My dad played for them professionally when he was a lot younger, and I watched them when I was a kid. That was my team.
Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, it's exciting. Scotland's coming. I owe a Scottish man. A lot of the passion I have for the game is a Scottish man in a Scottish area of New Jersey called Carney, New Jersey.
Carney, yeah.
And that's how I learned the game, through the Scots. So I'm forever indebted to a man named Tom McDonald. All right, Matthew, what else do you want to say about soccer? Tell me. Educate me.
So just have fun. That's the most important thing. It's to have fun and work hard, and nothing's better than that. Just compete. You learn from other people. You get experienced more, and as it builds up, you'll get better. You'll be noticed eventually.
How much training? How much does your team train, and how much do you do on your own? How does that work?
So we train on Wednesdays with the Dynamo, but Team East we're gonna be doing very soon. So very soon. I can't remember, but I know it was in a group chat from 2 to 3 weeks ago. So, yeah.
Well, listen, I want to thank you very much. Best of luck in Minnesota and with all your soccer. You've sent some great messages tonight, Phil. Thank you very much for coming in here tonight. Go Scotland.
Yes, absolutely.
Go Scotland. And I want to thank everybody out here tonight. Andrew Mitchum, Senate Avenue Brewing. This is a great show. I got to tell you, when I come out here and see a lot of familiar faces and people coming back, it really makes it a lot of fun for this average host. All right? That's Soccer Matters, ESPN 97.5. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. Again, a big shout-out to Senate Avenue Brewing. Thanks to all the bartenders and everybody working hard behind back there. And our presenting sponsor, the Daspit Law Firm. Good night, everyone.